This video explains the process of adding coding questions on the Evalgator platform. To begin, navigate to the Questions menu. Here, we have the option to add new questions. Click on Coding Question. This is the page where we enter the details for the coding question. We can see 3 steps here. Step 1, for entering the basic details related to the question. Step 2, for generating the code. And Step 3, for entering the test cases. We need to enter the question title here. Select Difficulty Level. The duration we expect the candidate to complete this particular question. We can add tags here. We can also add custom tags which will be helpful when we create an assessment. They help to filter the questions based on the tags added here. We can map questions to a particular category. This is where we enter the description for this question. We have the option to provide interviewer guidelines. This is where we provide inputs on how this question should be answered. Once we enter the basic details, we can click Save and Proceed. And this is the place where we generate the code snippet. To generate the code snippet, we need to define the function name here. Select the return type for the function. Select integer for this question. The platform also supports string, boolean, integer array, string array, void, 2D string array, and 2D integer array. Then, we need to define the function parameters. Enter the first parameter a and the type is integer. Again, we support these many types for function parameters. Second parameter, b. The type is set as integer. Click on Generate Code. Upon clicking Generate Code, the system will generate the code snippet for all the supported languages. To select a different language, select the language and view the code snippet. This is the space where candidates are expected to write the answer. So now, the code snippet has been generated. Moving on to the next step, test cases. The evaluation of a coding question is based on the number of test cases passed by the candidate and the score of test cases. So here, click on Add Test Case. Include the difficulty level and score for each test case. Enter the inputs here and provide values for the 2 inputs A and B. Provide the expected output 200. There is an option to hide the test cases. When we hide the test cases, the candidate can only see if or not the test case is passed. If the test cases are not hidden, the candidate can view the input and expected output. Therefore, it is recommended to hide most of the test cases. There are some instructions provided here. Upon clicking Learn More, we can view instructions on how to set inputs for test cases. Click to expand and view information on how to provide a simple input for a 1D array and so on. Click on Save to save the test case. Add a second test case. Select the difficulty level and enter the score. Provide input and the expected output. Mark it as a sample test case, and save. Add a third test case, and save. We can add as many test cases as we want against this coding question. Click Save, and Proceed. We can view a summary of the details which were created here. And, finally, after creating these details, we have the option to try the question. Upon trying the question, we can see how this question is going to appear to a candidate during the assessment. So, here we can see, this is the function name we provided, this is the return type, these are the 2 parameters A and B, and the parameters are of type integer. We can view all the details. The system has created this code with proper comments. This is the place where candidates can type the logic. Additionally, we can switch languages. For example, to create this particular solution in Java, select the language, and proceed to write the code in the Java language. Upon clicking the Run test case, test cases are executed one by one. Upon running the test cases, the results are displayed instantaneously. For the hidden test cases we can see a lock icon here. For the other test cases we can expand to view the input and output. There is also an option to provide custom input. Run the code and view the output. If there are any compilation errors, those errors will be displayed here. For example, upon altering the code, we can view the error here which states that the semicolon is missing. We can view all those details here. The platform supports dark mode, theater mode, and full screen mode. The question that we just added appears here. We have the option to view, edit, clone, and delete the question. Upon clicking View Question, we can view all the details related to the question. To edit the question, click on Edit. We can make the required change and save it here. And, finally, we have the option to clone the question. Upon cloning the question, a copy of the question is created. Changes can be made to the cloned question and saved. This will be added as a new question to the list. So, these are the steps related to coding questions. Coding question types can be a refreshing addition to your assessments. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you.